Microphone check. Check 1, 2. Microphone check inside the venue. Yeah. I believe we are. Live.
One.
Back. Broken generation. Let's go. Let's go was my word.
That's your word now, yeah?
No, that was my word. That
previously.
Yeah. Instead of saying back, it was let's go.
I feel it, brother. That's a good one.
So yeah, let's go is my word. That's a word I'm going to be using from now forth. Is that even a context?
People's what we said.
We here, man. We here.
Dames, you good?
Big man, what episode this now? 16, innit?
Either 15 or 16, yeah.
How do you not know?
16,
16, innit?
Season 2, episode 16.
See, last week I banged out that episode.
Did you just see what just happened?
Nah.
Oh, my hair just bust. It just broke.
What, it just bust? Yeah, man, free out the locks, man. Let them shake. Let the nutty them shake.
Right. Come on, that's not how it's supposed to run, though.
How long's that been growing for, though?
Big man, I got this for in lockdown, innit? Lockdown.
Oh, okay.
No barber, then decided to lock it.
You just started growing out?
You know, dreadlock soon drop.
For the purpose of the Spotify, last name Henry is flexing his hair. Need that audio description because not everyone can see the visuals.
Facts. Shout out to the Spotify listeners and our iTunes listeners and that.
Every time.
Google Play and that.
Sorry, let's go back. What's good, my brother? We're back.
I'm good, fam. I'm well. I'm excited for life right now. Excited for life. Not yet, but soon. So we had the talk, innit?
We did.
So my boss came to me and was like, yo.
Wait there. You're NHS, innit? Are you NHS or you are?
I'm somewhat NHS, innit?
Okay.
I'm somewhat NHS, innit? Because I work in NHS locations, innit?
Yeah, you're gone. You're right.
So they were like, yo, Dean, look, you and I think he said 6, but there's only 5 of us that's not been hasn't had vaccinated at all.
Okay.
I'm like, right, Dean, look, we're speaking to HR at the moment, and it looks as though you're gonna have to get it vaxxed or so it's over for you.
But that's what I was saying. You're out though, innit? And it's mandatory now, not optional.
What they're saying is it's patient facing. If you're patient facing, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
You have no options. And they're saying everyone in NHS or because we don't face patients necessarily, we're just as much as risk as anybody else that's walking the same corridor or sees somebody in Sainsbury's or Asda. Do you get me?
Risk or threat.
Risk, threat, however you want to call it.
Because you're a threat.
Apparently, that's the narrative they're pushing.
Because you're unvaccinated, you're a threat now to the vaccine.
I don't know how that
are vaccinated against getting COVID.
Yeah.
But because you haven't got the vaccine,
they are a threat. They're threatened
you're a
by...
threat, yeah.
Okay. It makes perfect
That's the narrative
sense.
They're running with. You know what? I want to listen. I'm going to go back and I urge listeners to go back to our show when we first spoke about this, over a year ago, and just see how close we were with
facts.
our crazy futuristic, this is what things are going to happen, and see if we were anywhere close.
And you know what I actually said? So I'm not like backing down. I actually said it in our first episode. Look, if it affects the money, then I'm going to get it.
So now you're justifying.
I'm just saying what I said at the beginning, innit?
You're letting the justification go.
But they're saying double vax will nothing, innit? So I need to get double vax, innit? That's what they're saying.
That's a madness. So I ain't facing that yet.
You're not?
Not yet. But
it's coming for some reason.
You know, I'm going to try and venture off soon and start trying to do my own thing. And there's a possibility that I might be working in schools. And I don't know if the schools are going to be letting unvaxxed people in. I know it's not mandatory at the moment. As far as I'm aware, teachers are not being told they have to double vax yet. I may be wrong. But obviously, if I'm going to work in as an external agency or an external person, they're probably going to expect that.
Might need their COVID policy, see where you stand on that. You know what I mean? So
yes, professional business.
I hear that.
Professional business.
I had to submit some COVID documentation for an interesting business that I'm trying to push.
What business requires COVID?
COVID policy.
What?
So basically, your business.
Your policy.
Yeah, they need your business continuity policy specific around COVID-19.
Yeah, I've been
and
there.
All of those sort of stuff. Yeah, so I just submitted that, and I'm waiting for them to read through. It's like 19-page documentation.
What?
One, 18-page, 19. Yeah.
Big man, I'll give you a 2-page guidance.
The guidance is an appendix. Yeah.
Which said, wash your hands, keep 2 meters apart, wear a mask where possible.
Nah. So the business continuity, you got to be like, okay, so if one of your staff members gets sick, what are you going to do? If it's an outbreak in that house, what are you going to do? If this happens, what are you going to... Mate, it's long.
Yeah,
it's long.
wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Meters when possible.
Take some black seed oil.
Yeah, black seed oil and all of that. But the reality is that in our industry,
Facts.
like, people are going to get ill.
Facts.
And there's not really much we could do about it.
That's what's happening in our world, isn't it?
Yeah. People, regardless if you're double vax, triple vax, you take a booster every year. Like right now, people are dying that are double vaxxed and getting boosters.
Facts.
Whereas the unvaxxed seem to... Anyway, let's not.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Let's not, because it starts every show, it ends every show.
Yeah, let's not do that.
It's in our DNA, and we haven't even been vaxxed yet.
You haven't been vaxxed, no?
I wonder who's going to be the first.
What, me and you?
It has to be you.
It's obviously going to be me, innit?
It's in your industry.
It's obviously going to be me, innit? It's a fact. It's obviously going to be me.
Yeah, so if you see me here in a couple of months looking rough, not that I don't look rough anyway, but even rougher, then you know I've been sacked because I had no vaccine, I got no money. You know, the Mac turns into like one of them little portable ones off the side of Mac. We're running it through an iPhone. I ain't even got an iPhone, an Android. Imagine having to downgrade to an Android.
Like, calm down, fam. That used to be I might go back to Android still.
Yeah.
The iPhone 14, like I was showing you earlier, it's a bit kind of...
No, I'm on the iPhone 14. I've only just upgraded to this, so...
What's that, 13?
No way. This is like 11.
I got until October. Then I can upgrade again.
Oh, is it? So when they say... What are they talking about the 14? Like...
I don't know. I ain't got a clue.
The 13 just come out. Like, what? 2 months ago? Well, Apple moved like that, innit?
Yeah, facts.
Apple know how to take people's money, man. Like, I just got the new AirPods.
Oh, yeah? You actually got that, yeah?
I had them for a week. I had to swap them for the AirPod Pros.
Why?
Because they just don't work with me. You know, they know what they're doing. You know, they got me addicted. So it's not even like... Days. So it wasn't like I took them back and got my money back.
Yeah.
I paid more money to get better ones. Like they had...
Everything Apple you have run through, innit?
I've been Apple though.
Yeah,
I've got iPad, Mac, phone. I had Apple TV
when they come out with the Apple house, you know, buy an Apple house.
I'm there.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm there. Yeah. Hey Siri, open my door. You know that one? I bet you everything just turned on then. You can't just say hey Siri out of nowhere because Siri just turns on in your pocket and you don't even know.
Everything.
Trust me.
But big man, how's your week been? For 2 weeks, shall I say?
How's it been?
Anything new? Anything to announce?
Nah, nothing really.
Nothing prominently happened?
No, I had a good little meeting. You know, hopefully gonna start getting more involved with some music stuff.
What, in the city?
In the city.
It's good to hear.
Gonna try and get involved. Also, shout out to Music Works. Put on their industry, what's it called? Industry Insider
sort of
or Industry Workshops. I couldn't catch it all because obviously I had to go.
Work after run.
There you go. But what I did catch was really good and definitely amazing for the city, man. Yeah,
I'm blown away by what I see and hear about Music Works.
Like they're really pushing.
Well, not even Music Works. Everything creative that's happening down at...
Do you know what? Yeah, even Joe as well. Yeah, what I definitely want to do is maybe catch a few of those guys down there, but do it in their live area.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe that's a conversation that we can have, or next time I'm down there, have that conversation and maybe just get a couple of the guys from down there, maybe Malachi, a few of the other guys around, because they got that nice little stage area.
Oh, yeah?
You know, we could just do the show live on there.
Okay,
so not even like I'm putting pressure on anyone, but you know.
Increase the pressure, cuz.
Music Works, we are come through, no? Yeah, we're coming.
That live. So what? It was good. Yeah, the workshop was good.
Yeah, man, nice, man. I was only there for like the first half, like the morning. Yeah, I went up to like lunchtime.
Yeah.
But from what I seen, really good, man.
That's dope, man. I'm blown away by the people that they had on, the caliber of people. Anyway, so I was sick. Even though I didn't get to go, but that's how it go, man.
Well, worse off your run.
Facts.
So what about you? Nothing changed? We kind of cut you off a bit.
What has happened? Nah, nothing's changed, fam. I'm good.
Nothing new to a night. You ain't working on no next book. No films.
I am working on the next book, but I don't listen to a night's night. Oh, I just got the book cover back for the new one that's coming out next year. I'll show you that off cam. We might put a little. Nah, it's too early, and I can't show the people that. Can't show the people, but like, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Fell in love.
Yeah.
Fell in love.
Nice.
Then fell out of love.
Talk about it. you can't just open with that and not talk.
Jokes.
Fell in love
Sweetness.
with what?
I fell in love with life, innit?
You fell in love with life or a person in life?
Nah, just life in general.
Life in general. Things went well for a minute.
Yeah, man. Then it went sour, innit? You hate when that happens, innit? You just hate when that happens. Everything's sweet you and then things just get sour, yeah?
Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
You talk about it, big man.
I might need another therapy session soon, you know.
Let's get it hooked up. That was the best session.
Might need one still. Jokes. But yeah, man. We're live. We're
good, man. All right, let's go into topic number 1. Straight in. Let's go.
Yeah.
Coming in with topic number 1. You know what? I'm going to let you do the introduction.
I can't really do the intro on this one, you know.
Why? It's a topic that you brought to the discussion.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll do it. So, in America, festivals have to run everywhere, innit?
Everyone.
And festivals are like, how many festivals have you been to? You've been to a few.
Run and everywhere at the same time, and it come out as every run, but we keep moving past that.
So obviously festivals are like a real big thing, innit?
Yeah.
You've been to festivals? You've been to a few?
Yeah, I've been to loads of different festivals.
You a festival guy or a concert guy? Or a small venue kind of thing?
Probably a small venue still. I'm going a small venue tomorrow, so probably...
Okay.
You know, my best experience has probably been... Actually, I don't know. I'm a music guy,
You're a music guy.
Wherever the vibe is, I like, to be fair.
I hear that. So in America...
Yes.
There was a big artist, Travis Scott.
Yes.
He's kind of like headlines and kind of like puts on the AstroWorld event. Yeah? Festival. Every year. And obviously that one happened recently. And there were a number of things that happened. Health and safety precautions weren't followed, I'm assuming. And a number of people died and passed away. Which is sad in any context when people pass away.
Of course.
Unexpectedly. So I just want to chit-chat about this AstroWorld thing. Because it's a big thing happening in America. There's a big lawsuit happening. I heard Drake's getting brought into the whole mix. I think there's about, how many people died? 9 to 10 people died or passed away.
10 is the latest stuff today.
So yeah, man, let's have a word. You're a man that's been in concerts, been on stages, had the lights flashing, had the cameras growing, had the people in the crowd screaming your name, yeah?
When was that? Let me know so I can go back to that time.
Nah, but let's have a conversation about AstroWorld. Because who's to fault at that? Because they're trying to blame Travis Scott, but I'm assuming they're blaming Travis Scott, the brand, the company, rather than
not him, the individual.
Yeah.
Do you know
he may have to be held accountable as well.
See them ones, it's a proper difficult one because you're only going to hear from the perspective of the person on what they associate it with. So if you're a Travis Scott fan, you're going to look at the perspective of you saw him, stop the show, tell people they need help, so on. If you see it from someone that may have lost someone or in the crowd, you're going to say, listen, it was crazy, it shouldn't have went on, the concert should have been stopped, not stopped for a couple of minutes or seconds. Like it should have been stopped, people should have been freed. Then I guess if you're seeing it from like security and that side of things, artists are constantly on stage telling people to mosh pit, stage dive, crowd surf, like go crazy. I've been there. Like I've been in Wireless, and they're like, right, make a massive circle, massive, bigger, and like it's what 200-300 people.
Yeah.
Boom, the beat drops, everybody runs in the middle. Madness. Madness. I've been there. I punched down people on accident. I'm the one that's in the middle.
Yeah, facts.
You know, I'm in there. I love it.
You're not staying away from that.
No way. I'm in there. I love it. So, and I've been at carnival, exactly the same London carnival.
Yeah.
Like Notting Hill. You go there and get caught up in one of them like madnesses. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's a difficult one. I don't really know where
to draw the line. And
but he's on stage. There's what? I don't know how many people were there. Thousands.
Yeah, facts.
Like, how is he going to see one person Like, if you've been on stage, and like we do small venues, like we're not in thousands, but even with a couple of hundred people, you don't really focus on one person. Like, you're constantly moving around. If you've got good stage presence, you're constantly moving around. You're looking at the, like, you know, you're not looking in the crowd, seeing what's going on. You know, you might tell people to put their hands up or whatever.
But you're not pinpointing an individual specifically. You might look at, unless it's front row, you know what I mean?
And you're not paying attention to what's going on there because you're on stage, you're a performer, you're doing what you do.
And ultimately, it's not your, let's call it a role, it's not your role as a performer to be the lead health and safety individual and look at what's happening. Obviously, you can, from that perspective, if you're able to see it, do something about it because you've got a microphone and everyone's listening to you. But ultimately, that's not your role in that moment. Do you get me? So to me, let's start with me. That I lean on the side of, it's not necessarily Travis's fault that it happened, but he has to be held accountable as the, I don't know, CEO, COO, the overseer of the whole AstroWorld. So
thing. Not necessarily him as an artist, but him as the business.
The business side of him. And that's if he's out. Like, obviously, he may have. You pay staff to oversee health and safety. That person does the health and safety checks. They do the risk assessments. I'm assuming they do all of the procedures that they need to. The amount of security, the amount of first aid. Where's the first aid stuff? Blah blah blah. So you're paying someone else and giving that responsibility over, but you have to ensure that that person's competent. Those individuals are competent, and if you are the business that's setting it up or doing it, you're the one held accountable. And I guess that's the risk of these kind of festivals and events.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with that. The only thing I'm saying, I see, is him as a business, but I just don't know if this is something that wasn't gonna be, like, it couldn't have been avoided.
Yeah.
For the sheer amount of people that was there. Like, it could have been avoided pre-planning, like, only have a certain amount of people, but I don't know how you stop people from, like, I don't know if there was a panic. Was it like a panic and everyone started rushing? Because
obviously there's clips of everyone rushing into the stadium, into the AstroWorld vicinity. So they broke down the barrier and then just hundreds and thousands of people are just running in to get in. And then they're crushing, stepping over people, blah, blah, blah. And again, he's on stage, so he can't be held accountable. He can't be the person to blame. Obviously, he has to be held accountable. But also security and all those sort of things. And I'm guessing you've been to festivals, right?
Yeah.
And you've I don't know if you've been involved in one or anything like that. There's been small local ones.
Yeah.
And if we wanted, like, and this is not me pushing, like, saying I'm a bad man or nothing like that, but if there was a big group of us and we wanted to get into a festival in this city or smaller ones, we can get into that really easily. And if there's 100 people that's going to follow after us, then there's going to be a more...
it happened at Wireless, didn't it? Remember there was that massive thing at Wireless where they literally broke through the gate and hundreds of people just ran through. Like, so who's to blame there? Like, is Wireless to blame? Is the security that was in control? Is it the people that manufactured those gates? Like, where do you draw the line at who's to blame?
And ultimately, again, it's slightly different, but ultimately, Travis Scott's to blame.
Yeah.
Because he oversees it. Yeah. But even though there are other people that are probably at fault. So it could have been the security team not doing good enough. It could have been the fencing wasn't strong enough fencing that they picked. Blah, 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 all those sort of things. But ultimately, he has to be held accountable. Or the business side of him. But what's your thought of him as the artist on stage? What could he have done or not done? Because we kind of talk about mosh pits and like pushing those sort of things. What's your thoughts on that?
So the thing is, I think they're a little bit... Like, he needs to take a little bit into consideration his fan base. Like, if you're going to be encouraging mosh pits and that kind of behaviour, like, you need to take in consideration that this is not an over 18s event. There's going to be children.
Yeah, young people.
Like, there's going to be kids probably on their parents' shoulders. Like, there's going to be a lot of stuff like that. And... what are we then to say, or is he then to say, well, you know what my concerts are like, you shouldn't be coming? Like, he can't say that, but that shouldn't be his angle. Like, he should be able to control the crowd. And then again, crowd control. Like, artists can go on stage and get people to calm down, or as in that case, get people to go mad. So, I don't know, as I mentioned before, him as an artist, him as a businessman, would separate the two. Say he was just an artist on this event. I've seen he stopped his show pointed someone. I think he said get them some water or check them out.
Yeah.
And I think that may have been the first guy. And then obviously a few more people came. So I think that's all you can do. Unless he's been instructed by like a stage manager. Because there would have been a stage manager.
Yeah.
Someone's in his ear saying to him, obviously there's been an incident in the crowd. And whoever is that person in his ear can tell him the show must stop.
Yeah.
And that could have come from a security on the front row that all their job is to look out into the crowd. Spotters, they're called.
Yeah.
They could just be spotters. And they notice there's an issue going on. They go to the stage manager. Listen, we need to stop the show. Boom, boom, boom. You know that? So more could have been done on that side of things. So I think he did the right thing.
Yeah, and from one angle, we don't know if that didn't happen or if that did happen. So that could have happened. I mean, there's clips of people jumping on, like trying to get to the stage.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And people saying, "Oh, he's got to stop the show. He's got to stop things. Look what's happening there. There's people dying. There's dying over there. Blah blah blah." But the way I saw it was a guy doing it to the guy who's got a cameraman.
That's the one I seen.
I don't know how much the cameraman could do or how much trust you can be in people. Because people can say a whole lot of things and they could just be fooling you to stop the crowd or to do this or to do that or to have a laugh or it's a TikTok thing or certainly they want to go on Instagram or blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean?
Clyde.
So it could be anything. So it's difficult. But that's what comes along with those kind of responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be an artist that's doing huge venues and you're creating your own festivals and different events, then you're going to get those kind of feedbacks or possibly, you know what I mean, those kind of risks that could take place.
So what do you think? Do you think there was anything? Obviously, we're not events managers.
Facts.
Or even anything. But do you think there was anything that could have been put in place? I just don't like. I've been in festivals, massive festivals. I've never been to like a Glastonbury, but I've been to like Wireless and a few like of the other ones. And if you're in the middle of that crowd, like it's crazy. Yeah. Like, it's actually crazy. I remember when I seen Jay-Z and Kanye and they did Paris. Mm. You know, ding, 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 ding. That's it. The whole crowd, mosh pits, went mad. So, if there was someone there or it started to rush, and I've been, like, at the front of Notting Hill when, like, something happens, like, people are fighting and everyone like crushes back. And you're literally crushed into the wall. Like, I've been there, so I know it's difficult to try to stop that. Like, people on stage don't have no control over that because people then go into fight or flight.
Facts.
Like, you don't look around your surroundings and say, right, there's children here, there's vulnerable people. You go into, right, I need to save myself. Let me get out of here. So, you know, if you're going into fight or flight, that's a whole new mentality. Like, I don't know if the artist then can control that.
Yeah, facts.
So, it is a difficult one. But obviously, there's meant to be stuff put in place so that doesn't happen.
Yeah. So, and I think for him, I know what, there's rumours that Nike has, like, halted his trainer release.
Okay.
He's got a trainer release coming out through Nike and things like that. So, the backlash, I don't know if backlash is the right word, but the ramifications of that event is going to may take its toll on him. I know Travis has put out a video clip of him like apologising and saying how sad he is and he's going to pay for the funerals and blah, blah, blah. And whether that's genuine or not, I'm not one to say. I can't really say or make judgment on that. But he's got to do what he's got to do.
But then I would believe it to be genuine.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, he's an artist, he's the businessman, but he's a person and these are his fans. Like, I don't know if he cares like that, but these people come to see him and that was the last thing they seen. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't know, it's a difficult one. Like, as a music guy and as someone that goes to festivals, I understand. But obviously, when you take yourself out of that, like 10 people have lost their life going to a festival.
And that's a big
That's
number.
a massive thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if there's been another situation where it's been that bad. Like, I know, like, a lot of people, like, do drugs and overdose and so on. Some, like, people have heart attacks and stuff, but they are usually isolated
instances.
Yeah. Whereas this is, like, a massive, and it involves children.
Yeah.
Like, that makes, again, a whole nother issue. But I hope that from this, they're going to bring in different protocols.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what them protocols are.
Yeah. And again, no matter what the protocols are, a festival of that size or a gathering of that size, whether it's music or not, a gathering of that size is hard to really fully contain and control.
Definitely.
So we see about it happening in like you're a football man, so I don't know if it was Liverpool Stadium years ago, yeah, and things like that. So even structurally, even though we think that the structure is strong enough, or how we do the festival, the way we lay things out, and we put the first aid and this, that, the other, and the fences, we can only do our best in making sure that those basic things are done.
Yeah.
And then whatever's outside of those basic things, we can't do nothing about it. We can minimize risks as best as possible, but there's always going to be a risk.
So do you think now they're gonna like start looking again at reducing the amount of people standing? So after Hillsborough, and the stand collapsed, there's a massive inquiry into obviously standing.
Yeah.
Fans being allowed to stand. So that got reduced, and especially in the higher leagues, there was no standing. So it's all seated. I think that just now I've seen something where 3 Premier League clubs have just been granted standing, a standing platform in their stadium.
Yeah.
But do you think this is going to kind of push events to that? Like they may have limited standing areas, but around them is going to be seats.
Or square feet, people per square feet or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. It probably won't change anything. But because it needs to make a big enough impact. And I don't know how much of a big enough impact it's happening to festival promoters and people that put on festivals. I don't know how much of a ramification that is happening with that. And to me, because of my culture and what I watch, it sounds like this is a big thing. But there may be many festivals that have had this amount of people dying, you know what I mean, throughout the countries and throughout the world. But this is the only one that's prominent to me. So
Definitely.
I don't know.
Right. Let's put that aside.
Yeah.
Put that side aside, people.
Yeah.
What do you usually say? People, you're going to not hear me out. What do you say? What's the word you always say? People, you're going to have to... I don't know what you say.
What do you mean?
You say it like when you're... Oh, humour me.
Okay.
People, you're going
to...
to... So, obviously, we talked about that. That's the serious side of the discussion.
Facts.
Let's go to the flip side. I'm saying that now because you just touched on it and said, my world, what I see.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, yeah, I know where this is going. All right,
yeah.
Go on.
So, I'm with people. I speak with people, like group chats and stuff, or see online.
Come with it.
They're talking about
Yeah. Energy.
blood sacrifices,
Jeez.
demonic rituals,
Jeez.
the gateway to hell.
Jeez.
They're saying all of this was planned. It was all written in the stars. They're showing up.
In the stars,
Yeah, they're showing up flyers that say, I'll take your soul down with me, and just random stuff that's popping up right now. How are you feeling about that?
All right, let me say 2 things. First of all, people have died.
Yeah.
So let me get my mature Dean Henry out of the way first. Yeah. So maturely, it's sad when people like make humor or make light out of a horrible situation, because death has happened, isn't it?
But the thing is,
when people go talk
I don't
about
think
conspiracy
I don't think this is made from like all humor though. I think people are genuinely like, this is not people like this. I think people are genuinely believe this. Like it's not people are dying. I think people genuinely believe that this is happening. They're not people that are conspiracy people. They're people that believe the music industry is so deep.
I hear you.
With devil worshipping, that this is just an example of many.
All right, so first of all, I don't know if anyone has... Okay, if you watch this on YouTube, go to it, get a second tab open, yeah? Open a second tab, type into Google or into YouTube. I don't know if it's still in YouTube, because this is going back a couple of years now.
Oh, okay.
And type in X Ministries. So that's EX space Ministries. Or it's called, I think his name's Craig Lewis. No, not the Craig Lewis we know.
Hold on.
Not the Craig Lewis we know.
Is that slight promotion?
It's an American guy.
Yeah.
It's an American guy. And he'll tell you the stories about how hip-hop sold its soul. And he'll tell you about how all of the demonic coding, demonic languaging in hip-hop music.
Reverse music, all of that. Reverse lyrics.
All of that. But before I get there, let me just finish the maturity.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
That guy mature. it's sad, and R.I.P. rest in eternal peace for all of those that have lost loved ones throughout this whole situation. I don't want to make light of them specifically or that tragic happenings. And so yeah, namaste. I don't know if that's the right word, innit?
I don't know what
Namaste, innit?
That's why I said we'll leave that side and we'll go off. You just went back to
No,
that
but
side.
I just had to jump there just to clear my name, innit?
No, but we're not. I'm not
Boom.
even talking nothing about this now.
All right, boom.
I'm not talking anything about that situation. I'm just saying now from that, this has been said.
Right, so now I can rear my
Conspiracy
head, yeah.
Rear it.
Big man.
Yes.
Only madness happens in this world, you know.
Yeah, trust me.
Now, I don't know if that specific event had blood sacrifices needed or in its initiation, but there is a madness everywhere you turn. If you go to Disney, if you go to Disneyland, you've been to Disneyland, innit?
Yeah, I've been to Disneyland.
You supported Mr. What's his name?
Walt.
Mr. Walt.
Yeah, I supported Walt.
And there's a lot of madness and history around that, especially around children missing and things of that nature, especially in America. So I don't know what it is, but that side of the pond, there just seems to be a whole lot of madness happening over there.
Yeah, but that's because they're the original. What was the people that burnt the witches? Weren't it the pagans?
Okay, pagans, yeah, go on.
Was it the pagan? Like, they're the original, like, the Americans, Halloween, all of this stuff is like that American, like, world into the other side.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, I don't know how rich in our history, as in UK history, like, there's a lot of this. I know
there is.
To be fair, I know in Africa,
Skulls
it's
and bones.
massive. Like, Africa is massive. Voodoo.
Yeah, facts.
All of that. Jujuman.
Yeah,
it's
facts.
massive there. But I don't know how big it is here. And I know in America, it's a lot.
Facts.
I don't know what they do in America, but it seems to be riddled in every history. There's some kind of...
And don't get twisted.
Sacrifice, blood, this, that.
Don't get it twisted. We're in Gloucester, and this part of the country is known as that kind of madness as well.
I guess apparently, so. The Cotswolds and Forest of Dean.
Facts.
We're not too far from Stonehenge.
But let me say it like this. It wouldn't surprise me if that was true.
Okay.
Because there's a part of me that thinks, mate, there's a madness around every corner. And a blood sacrifice is actually stuff that is, I wouldn't say blood sacrifice, but like sacrificing human flesh for the betterment of humanity is something that has always happened. So whether it's been, I'm going to kill you for some kind of deity reason, or I'm just going to kill you because I want your land. Like, we've always sacrificed humans for reasons that will benefit ourselves. Oi. Nah, what's your thoughts? Talk to me.
It's a deal. Like, I don't even really have no thought. I'm literally just trying to think in my head what I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, what people are saying. Gateway to hell.
Yeah.
And you know what? I always will go back to this. I have to, because I can't shake it out of my head.
Go on.
Big man, the best way to bring down any black successful person is to throw the devil
Illuminati
on him.
And that. Yeah.
It's the best way. Jay-Z, P. Diddy, Travis Scott, Kanye, anybody that gets to a certain level where they have influence.
Facts.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, they suddenly link to blood sacrifices, the devil, and it's our people that are doing it.
Well,
no, it is.
A lot of us.
Right, maybe we're not starting it. Maybe we're not planting seeds, but we're running with it.
Okay.
Like, I guarantee you, if you look up, obviously we don't deal with facts. But I'm running on a. Run
with it.
If you look up like the biggest viewed person around this whole Travis Scott, sacrifice, blood, I bet you it's a black person on the front of that screen telling you Travis Scott has sold his soul to the devil, but don't support him. He's sacrificed people.
One thing I would say, brother.
Okay.
Spirituality, whether you want to call it religion or spirituality, is something that melanin people have always had in them. Yeah? Over and beyond the white man. No disrespect. Obviously, we've got things like Catholicism, and we've got Christianity that was spread across Africa and blah 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 blah
That
blah.
is
blah.
right.
But when we talk about spirituality, that is our people.
Yeah, that's Africa. That goes back.
Facts.
That goes back.
There is a part of me that says that doesn't surprise me because it's a part of us, spirituality. So duppy, witchcraft, voodoo, spiritual things has been a part of black people from the beginning, and therefore,
from day one.
It doesn't surprise me that a black man would say those sort of things. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, in times like this, we need to hear from Alex Jones.
Okay, talk to me about Alex Jones.
Everyone that's an American guy that knows about Alex Jones. Alex Jones talks about how he knows about children that have been rich, famous people who go to certain islands, certain areas of the country, certain forests, certain woodland areas, and sacrifice babies or sacrifice children or have pedophilic kind of relations in an altar to the deities, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So he's a man that we need to hear from about this sort of thing, as well as David Icke.
Yeah, you always push David Icke.
Where has David Icke been? I ain't heard from him at the start of this Corona lockdown thing. Man just went famous.
What you say? Silence, like.
Man's got. I don't know where he's gone from. Man's gone hidden in the bush.
Silence.
But they might have got him.
Maybe he's just gone back to the mountain.
That's the man we need to hear about.
Back to the mountain.
But to be honest, bro, I don't know, man. There's a lot of madness happening in this world. Sometimes you just gotta keep your head down low, innit?
I don't know.
Take care of yourself.
I just think it just seems that as soon as you elevate to a certain level, people around you who haven't got to that level need a reason to say why they haven't got to that level, and it usually comes with Illuminati, selling your soul. Like I saw a clip somewhere, and Conan pull it up. And it,
facts.
And it says, has Captain Conan sold their soul to the devil? And he pull it up there and he's laughing. And he's like, really? This is what we've come to now.
No, but he talks about when he was about to do sign to his label.
Yeah.
The person who he spoke for advice, I don't know if you saw the clip.
Changed his voice.
His voice changed and he dropped the phone. And he sounded very demonic and was like, sign now.
Yeah.
So it's the way he put the narrative out. He might have just said it as a joke or it might have been true, but do you know what I mean? The way he put it out, it sounded like
I guess he set himself up for that. If he's saying that he's put in a situation where...
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just thought, like, is there any... You're going to say no. Is there any situation where that becomes a reality for you?
What do you mean?
Signing souls, hearing my voices.
Actually...
Like, I know right now we don't see that kind of money.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, is there any reality where that becomes a reality to you?
To me specifically?
Yeah, you.
No, it depends because how we define selling your soul is different, isn't it? Yeah. Some people are not actually physically saying, "Oh, you're selling your soul to the devil." What they're just saying is you're going against your principles.
Okay, yeah.
So there's definitely a world, and there's definitely a financial amount, a figure that will have me go against everything that I believe. Yeah, I can't. I'm not lying to the people because there is definitely a certain financial fiscal amount that would make me go against everything I've ever said and believed. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They gave me £1 million tomorrow. Man's double vaxing because I'm promoting the double vax.
Yeah. On the front screen, take BR clips of this where we've been against it.
Babylon come to me tomorrow and say, "Yo, I'm gonna give you $1 million. Rat on everybody. Tell me where the grows are. Tell me who's selling. I'm pointing, brother. I'm in an open car, fam. No tinted windows. Screaming out at the top of my lungs. It's that, brother.
And I'll be on here saying, yo, that brother sold his soul to the devil. You know, he's in Illuminati.
All of that.
He's doing this. He's doing that. Yeah, I'm out here saying all of that.
That's a fact. I don't blame you, cuz.
No, but I hear you. But I think it's
but there's no reality where you could literally have a conversation with the devil. Yeah, whether you believe in him or not, and get get literally sell. There's no paper. There's no blood. I don't know, brother, man. But that's not to say that people ain't ripping off chickens in their cupboard, ripping off the head of live chickens in their cupboards, fam. Here in the city, fam. I'm not saying that they're not.
Yeah, they probably are. But people have rituals, innit?
And to them, they may feel like it's aligning. Like they're praying against something that'll happen to you. And then tutus, you lose your job. And they might think it's because of that, but there may be no coincidence. It could just be a coincidence. But that's how it go, man.
Well, I think that's, for me, Obviously, we've had a million conversations. For someone like me who's not spiritual,
Yeah,
I
don't believe in God, don't believe in nothing. Just believe in human life.
I just believe in everybody. I believe in yourself. I believe that is everything. People that read star signs, people that do everything people apply to their life, regardless of what it is, good or bad.
Yeah.
People apply it to their life.
Yeah. How you not believe in God? Anyway, let's not have that debate.
Big man, where's your God right now?
That's not the conversation we're having.
Okay, all right, cool.
But that's not the conversation we're having.
Say no more. Man's trying to pull it on me.
I'm just saying, you don't believe. Anyway, let's not do that. That's shots, mum. Shots. I ain't gonna lie.
We had a whole
we did.
episode about this. A whole hour and 40-minute episode.
Facts. Yeah.
Which you can find. It was like the last episode of season 1, innit?
Yeah.
It's up there somewhere. I don't think it's on none of the audios, but it's definitely on the YouTube. Right, we're gonna run out. We literally have 30 minutes.
All right, cool.
30 seconds to do a rap.
No rap. AstroWorld mashup. God bless, innit?
Let's go.
Let's have this talk, man. Let's have this conversation.
We literally got that in, I think, 15 seconds left. And the camera just cut off. For those listening on Spotify and Apple Music, we also have visuals available on YouTube. But obviously I don't have a proper video camera, so it only gives me 30 minutes of recording.
Recording time, that's fine, isn't
But
it?
you know, if we had sponsors and stuff, then maybe we could like invest in like a 4K real quality.
That makes sense, fam.
But right now we work with what we work with, but you know, is that ready to go?
Now, this is one on the topic. There have been a number of people that have approached us in regards to sponsors. Yeah, inquired. That's a better word.
Yes.
But it's got to be the right fit.
It's got to be
the right fit. You know what I mean? If you're going to be the first one that officially gets to say,
the official.
We are the spot. It can't just be any old.
Nah,
it's got to be official. It's got to be the right. But anyway, love and guidance to those people who have reached out to us. We appreciate that.
And the money's got to be right.
The money's got to be right. It's
got to be. Probably more importantly,
that's a fact.
The money's got to be right.
No, I hear you.
No, not even a brand.
I hear you.
Just the money. Nah, we're joking, people. Nah, we're the broken generation, man. That's what we are.
Facts.
Unruly. All right. So let's go. Talking about that. This is another one. I don't really know where we're actually going to go with this.
Nah, I know where we're going from.
Yeah, you know where we're going.
I feel where I'm going to go with this one.
Okay, you know where you're going. I don't really know where I'm going because I feel like I contradict myself so much.
That's all right. You're free to do that.
But yeah, wow, we're the broken generation.
I'm not free to do that, but you're free to do that.
What did he say? Today's price is not tomorrow's price.
Today's prices are not tomorrow. Wait, yesterday's prices are not today's prices.
So yesterday's opinion is not today's opinion. Yeah, so that's what we say. Right, interesting. So I didn't even watch the whole interview.
No, neither did
I watched segment, and then again, we might only be given pieces of it and not the full thing.
That's fine.
But like we did with the Jada interview,
facts.
We just make our whole topic
fine.
About the snips that we see.
Clip.
There we go. I didn't want to talk about Kanye, but old type Kanye, I apologize. You're the GOAT. Let's move on.
You apologize. I don't. Anyway.
I apologize. Me, personally, apologize. So,
come on.
Watch the little snippet of the White Yardie interview on... Do you know what the show's called?
Is it called Undisputed, something like that?
Maybe. I don't know. Are you going to look it up?
I am just about to do that.
Well, if you're on the Instagram, check it out. We posted it today. If you're not on the Instagram, broken_generation_podcast. You can join in our little like interactions and, you know, give us some feedback. Let us know some topics.
So that was on the Unapologetic show on Channel 4. Shout out to Zizi and the other co-host.
Polo G.
I was like, who is?
I don't know. I just seen the name come up. I don't know. maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah.
But yeah, so...
Loving that black people on TV anyway. Go on.
Oh, yeah. Big up yourself. But this is what you're going to use your platform to do.
Facts.
Of everything you could do...
Yep.
This
Come on.
is what you're gonna use. So they brought on what is he? A comedian? A comedian.
He's a comedian, yeah.
He is a
Facts.
comedian. Goes by the name of White Yardie.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, he's
Everything
called
Irie.
White Yardie because he's a white man that was brought up in Jamaica.
Yep.
So obviously they start talking about culture appropriation,
Yeah.
and this and that, and just everything about that. And my uncomfortable part of that is, can they really question his background and culture?
So that's what was happening. There was a number of panelists that were asking him questions and questioning him and saying, "Oh, I mean, what got me was when the guy said, and he said the guy who said it had the most British, most proper speaking tone of voice, black brother, but he spoke so posh and polite and said." So when did you decide he was Jamaican, or did you think he was Jamaican?
Them choice of words. That choice of words right there.
Yeah. He didn't like it, no?
No, brother.
Didn't sit right, no?
Nah, didn't sit right. Sorry, go on.
So context, yeah. So White Yardie was, I think his parents lived in Jamaica for a number of years, was trying to get pregnant, before him. And I think he had a miscarriage.
Yeah, so on this, he says all of this on...
In the clip, yeah.
Yeah, on the clip.
And then his mum goes back to England, gives birth to him for 3 months, and then goes back to Jamaica, and he lives his childhood and his young age, all of that in Jamaica.
So obviously, and he's saying this because in Jamaica, the hospital system or the healthcare system is not great. Like, we know that for now.
Yeah.
And it was a massive thing over COVID. Like, you know, they would struggle if people started getting ill because they don't have the NHS.
Yeah.
So
and it
makes sense.
That's not all hospitals in Jamaica. There are some amazing, incredible hospitals in Jamaica. But in the areas he was talking about, the area he was from, or his mum was from, there wasn't a very good one. So she decided to come back to England.
And we're talking,
and then go back.
Maybe 35? I don't know how old he is, but
he's older than that. So it's over 40,
so 40 years ago, it may have been even in a different place than it is now.
And this is what baffled me is because if you hear him speak, he speaks better patois than me. You get me?
Then, Big Man, you're starting to sound like them. Why shouldn't he? He went to school and grew up there.
First of all, I'm just laying the foundation of this conversation.
All right, sorry.
So man speaks Jamaican. If you would have closed your eyes, you wouldn't even have known the colour of it. You wouldn't have thought he was white.
No.
That wouldn't have been the first thing that came to your mind when you thought of him. So the questions are around, is he able to claim himself as a Jamaican?
Yeah.
And can he claim himself as Jamaican? Did he wake up one day and says, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to be Jamaican, or I'm going to embrace this culture? Or was it his culture?
Mad.
Do you know what I mean? Go on, talk the thing, fam, because you sound like you got an opinion that needs to be shared, yeah?
Nah, so it's not even my opinion. So, cool. So he was born here in England. So he was born here, yeah? He explained that. Not that even he had to explain. And went back and lived his whole life, or his whole childhood, in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So did he say what time when he came back?
No, but he said about his old school. He went through his
so he went to school there and lived that whole life. Then come to England, and people, we don't know. There's no facts. We don't deal with facts. People that may have not even been to Jamaica.
Yeah.
But their grandparents are Jamaican, or maybe one of their mum or dad's Jamaican, and then asking him questions about, can he identify himself as a Jamaican? So this is someone that has a Jamaican passport.
Yeah.
How can you not be identified as a Jamaican when you're a Jamaican citizen?
So it sounds as though there's a difference between, I'm not saying there is, but he's saying there's a difference, it sounds like they're saying there's a difference between nationality and it's a question around identity. So can you identify as a Jamaican, or can you just say that your nationality is Jamaican because you've got a passport that was in Jamaica?
Okay.
So they're trying to make it different. Can you identify as Jamaican, or can you say, oh yeah, I've got a passport and therefore I'm Jamaican? What qualifies somebody to be a Jamaican is kind of the question they're asking, specifically around White Yardie.
But the thing is, which I hear, but it's coming from people that are born here, probably lived their whole life here. Like he even says in there, like, my whole school life was through Jamaica. Yeah. And he made the point and said, my culture is Jamaican, not black British Jamaican or not black British African.
Yeah.
It's Jamaican. Like there's no asterisks.
Yeah, facts.
Like I guess the only asterisk he could put in is white Jamaican.
Because the way he looks, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the asterisk.
Because the white isn't about his nature. It is about his identity because he identifies that, but it's not outside of his skin type.
No.
Outside of his skin color. So outside of his skin color, he's Yardie.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna talk about, if you have to mention skin color, then yeah, just add the white onto it because my skin does look pale and white.
What? So, and that's kind of where I've got my problem. So, like, you know us, we fight for every side. So I'm gonna fight for every side. So my problem is that mentality is the same mentality that we're shown. The exact same mentality that when you flip the coin, we're now have to explain ourselves and justify the reason why we may consider ourselves as English or British.
So you're saying the way that they were treating White Yardie is the way that you feel we've been treated?
No, not even feel. I have been.
Or you have been treated.
Like 100% been.
So talk more.
So that whole conversation is exactly the same as, where are you from? Big man, I'm from Coney Hill in Gloucester. No, but like, where are you really from? What do you mean, where am I really from?
Yeah.
So that conversation right there is basically you're black.
Yeah, facts. Come talk.
And black people are not from here.
Come on.
So are you from Africa or are you from Jamaica or
Caribbean Islands?
One of the other islands around that area? Because you're not English. Because I'm English and I'm white.
Okay.
So what they said then was, you're not Jamaican because you're white and I'm black, so I'm Jamaican.
Yeah.
But you can't be because you're white. So that's how I may be wrong and I may see it a complete different way.
That's exactly how they're doing it.
But that's how I feel. Like, so the second I seen that, it sat uneasy with me because I thought, I've been through that so many times. Like, even probably till not this day right now, but recently.
Yeah.
Like, probably within a year, people have said to me, where are you from?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm from here. Like, I was born in Gloucester, blah. Nah, but like, and then to make it less awkward, I say, you asking where a side of my family is from?
Yeah.
Or you asking where my heritage or my background may be from? Because I say to people, probably the same place as yours. Mine's just a bit closer than yours is.
Okay.
So if you go back a few hundred years, you probably have Europeans who then descended from Africans. Whereas I may only need to go back 2-3 generations. Well, not even that. 2 generations.
Yeah.
So that's like, I always try to make sure I have that conversation because it's ignorance. And I believe that whole interview right there was sheer ignorance.
Ignorance on the part of those that were black?
Yeah, 100%. I don't know if it was because they had a show to sell. I don't know if they needed to tell it. Because they even asked the question.
Hot topics.
They even said to the question, and they said, do you feel that he's culture appropriating? That is the word, isn't it?
Yeah.
If someone would have turned round and then said, yes, they need to lock the whole show off. They needed to lock the whole... If someone said that this guy is culture appropriated, someone that has grew up in this country for how many years, for someone that's grew up in England to say, yes, he's... Listen, they needed to lock the show off. I'd have been over with it.
No.
Everyone on there is getting banned. I'm blocking them all on Twitter.
No, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's a good conversation to have. Do you know what it is? This is what it is. When somebody feels like their culture or their country or their heritage has been stolen from them, when you see somebody who looks like they're stealing your heritage, your culture, all of your good stuff, then you're gonna attack. And now you're justified in attacking because of the way you've seen people steal your culture. But this individual isn't the right person to attack. Yeah, he is Jamaican. Facts.
Yeah.
So though I get people look at these people that's coming and stealing our things and doing our things. I get that, but he isn't. And I think that's the error where it is. But can I say something else?
Go true.
Big man, I live in Gloucester, yeah?
G-City.
Let me make eye contact with the
camera.
I need to tell you about something, yeah?
All right, let me sit up because it look like you're about to drop some facts on them.
Listen, Monday just gone, I think it was.
Yes.
A new shop / cafe / restaurant opened up in Gloucester, cuz.
Okay.
Next to W.H. Smith's.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Called Jamaica Blue.
What, in Tyne?
In Tyne, fam. Next to where the new Primark's going to be opening up. Next door, just opened up on Monday.
I didn't even know there was a shop there, boss.
Man walked past there and saw Jamaica Blue? What? Man don't know nothing about. Okay, let me go check this out. Yeah,
big man, what are you telling me?
Man,
right
I
now?
said, yo, let me go check this out.
It's Turtle Bay.
I said, yo, no, it's not. Yeah, we're getting there. I said, yo, hey, sweetness, do you wanna go for a little early morning like breakfast thing? Yeah, sure, Dean, that'd be gorgeous. Blah blah blah. You know, I'm just trying to, anyway,
set the mood.
Set the mood. So we said, yo, there's this new cafe called Jamaica Blue. Let's go run in there. I thought I'd see only for black people. I thought, it's got the word Jamaica in, so it's going to be like a little Caribbean twist on
you're
things.
Definitely not getting no service. That's what I thought.
Man walked in. No disrespect. Man walked in. The first person I saw was an Asian chap. No disrespect to him. He might not even have been Asian. He may have been Jamaican. He might have been Jamaican.
Who are you?
But man started speaking and said, "Oh, how you doing, young man? How are you doing, my lady? Would you like a seat?" Oh yeah, blah blah, talking me through the things. I said, "All right." I was expecting to see a little sprinkle of blackness around the place. I didn't see no blackness. All right, took a seat, yo, little bit. I said, "Let's go sit here." And it's a nice little place. Looked around. Didn't see no tropical trees or nothing like that, fam. It's called Jamaica Blue. I was like, so cool, let me calm down. I don't want to get too hyped or too gassed about the thing. Let me take a look at the menu, cuz.
Plantain.
Man thought, Mama told me for a little bit of plantain, a little bit of ackee and saltfish, little breakfast gone from the... Yo! Man picked to the menu and saw all day. All right, let me see what they got. Big breakfast. Okay, just regular eggs, bacon, sausage. I was like, all right, cool. Maybe they got a vegan special. I mean, I've seen a vegan special. I saw a little pancake stack, banana pancakes. I'm looking through and I'm like, this has nothing to do with Jamaica, cuz. What's the name? And I looked on the back. It says hot drinks.
Yeah.
And then it said,
a little bit of sorry.
Nah, cuz. No Guinness punch, no nothing.
Okay.
I saw at the top. Coffee derived from Jamaica, the Jamaican mountains.
Okay.
So I went and said, that's the only thing that's Jamaican on there. I said, all right, cool, no problem. Let me go to the... I just had the English breakfast, fam. I ain't gonna lie, I had the English
sausage,
breakfast.
bacon.
Yeah, just did it normal. I have to say, it was horrible. It was a poached egg. The poached egg was fire. The beans were cold.
Definitely not gonna sponsor
I'm not going back. The beans were cold, fam. The mushrooms were cold. The sausage was decent. The bacon, the bacon was terrible. You get normal bacon.
I don't eat bacon, so I don't know.
It was a tiny little strip of bacon. The bacon was dead. It had like sourdough toast, and the sourdough just tasted... Anyway,
I don't even know about that either, but go on.
Quick promo for Jamaica Blue. Don't go there. It's dead. It's dead. Anyway, man went to the till, paid for the things, and I said, can I get the I got to try the coffee. Can I try the coffee? And he goes, do you want the Jamaica Blue special or something like that? And I goes, there's two on the list. Well, what's the difference? He goes, these beans, this coffee comes from the Jamaican mountains, and this other one is just our specialties. I goes, what? So it's not from Jamaica? No. I said, so the only thing that's on the menu is this one coffee from Jamaica.
So is the bean called a Jamaican blue bean?
Yeah, like Blue Mountain beans are like Blue Mountain is like really popular. Coffee, and it comes from the beans, comes from Jamaica. So that's the only thing on the whole menu, cuz. And I looked around, I saw one black girl, so I was like, all right, awesome, blessed to her, innit? So I put a little bit extra money in the tip, the tip cup.
That's not going to her.
I'm living a dream here, fam. I'm living a dream here. Looked around, I saw a few people in there, and I'm just, fam, I'm not going back. So, and I say that to say this. Shout out to White Yardie, innit? Because some people look at White Yardie and think that he's Jamaica Blue.
Why? Do you like the connection? Like what you just
like the connection there? Yeah.
I'm gonna let you do this.
But he's not. He's authentic.
Yeah.
He's authentic.
He's a little side thing with a jerk pan and and a turtle
over
oil canister cut in half.
Brother, you know the team.
Yeah, he's one of them.
He's a real one. He's a real one. So you can't take him for a Turtle Bay guy. Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to take him for.
You can't take him for a Turtle Bay guy, because even though Turtle Bay is actually trying a thing, when you talk about cultural appropriation, Jamaica Blue is 100% cultural appropriation.
But was that their intent?
Because they're stealing the name.
But is that their intent?
I don't care about their intent, fam. It's how the black man feels when he looks at them, yeah? That's what it's about. Anyway, first of all, Gloucester's Jamaica Blue. Nobody go there. Let's boycott that place.
I need to go and see.
I need to
what
get
this
that shut
place
down
is.
in a week, fam.
Why?
I need to get it shut down.
Why?
I saw the little manager as well behind the till. No disrespect in it. She kind of dissed me, you know. She kind of did. I don't want to get hurtful. I don't want to get hurtful. I don't want to get spiteful.
We
She's
already know,
new.
like you said,
it's probably new.
From the fact you got good customer service, that was not a Jamaican cup.
Nah, I don't like that narrative. I don't like that narrative. Don't do that. Don't do that. They actually had everything on the menu.
The fact that they had that and now have that, you got.
Nah, but for real, that's what they were trying to do with White Yardie, and they were trying to make.
Nah, you just said White Yardie. They're trying to make him out to be Turtle Bay. I hear you.
They are, innit? But he's more authentic than Turtle Bay, brother. I'm telling you, he's a real one. So.
This is what I'm saying. I do not think
He's a real
you can question his authenticity.
No one can, yeah.
I don't know who I am
Yeah, facts, talk it.
to say that.
Yeah, facts, talk it.
Like, I've been in Jamaica. Why?
Facts, talk
Once
it.
in my life. You know, I plan to go back, but it's big money.
Facts, talk
They're
it.
trying to get over here. We're trying to get there.
Facts, talk it.
It's a madness.
Yeah.
So I don't know who I am to say that he's authentic, but I know I'm enough person to say they can't question his authenticity.
That's a fact. And can I say, I was bubbling and joking before. Let me just say a little quick, serious thing.
Right, do you serious?
Serious thing is this. Look, if you are a human,
Yeah.
you are from Africa.
Yeah.
Your lineage started in Africa. Every human, whether you're black, white, Chinese, or Asian, you are from originally. The first man or Homo sapien was from Africa. Right there on the Nile. So,
Yeah.
ultimately, we all trace our heritage to Africa. So we're all
Yeah.
Africans. So this whole debate about you're Jamaican, you're not Jamaican, you're truly this, you're truly that, really is a social construct to make us separate ourselves from one another.
100%.
It's to divide and conquer. Anyone that wants to conquer anyone or anything, they do that by dividing individuals and making us bicker and banter over foolishness that doesn't really matter. But back on a real thing that me want to talk
the thing.
can't disrespect me White Yardie, you get me?
Where's my shout out anyway? I got a White Yardie shout out still.
Oh yeah?
From way back.
Right, so you need to tell us a story, because you met White Yardie.
No, I didn't even meet him. Someone got it for me.
Okay.
So he did like a comedy show, innit, in Gloucester years and years and years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh snap! Okay. Go on.
So no, that was it. There's no big there's no story behind it. Obviously, someone was performing.
Yeah.
I had my show. I said, "Yo, can you get me a shout out?"
Yeah.
Call White Yard, you know. And he said, "Yo, what type the end, GFM?" Blah, blah, blah. I say yes.
Yeah.
Got my little shout out from him.
Sick.
So yeah, big him up, man. Right.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
I just want to swiftly move quickly
Yeah.
and touch upon another one. Man like Ed Sheeran. So I seen a little clip.
Okay,
I tried watching. I didn't watch it all.
Him and
but-
Chucky?
Yeah, and they spoke about culture appropriation
Yep.
and how does Ed feel. That's another guy I don't feel like you can question. Like,
Can't question what his authority, his authenticity.
not authenticity, because he doesn't claim to be anyone but him.
Yeah.
But
His
I
love
do
for our
not
culture.
believe he exploits the culture. I don't believe that personally.
What's Wiley saying?
And he speaks about Wiley, innit? And Wiley knows. But I don't know, innit? I feel like he's genuine. Like, I was there on the scene in London, probably just after Ed Sheeran did those 800 shows.
Yeah.
You know, where he was at the I Love Lives and at the Sunday show, and he was there, him. Like, he wasn't anyone but him.
Yeah.
He hasn't changed over time. And obviously, like he said, that was the music he's into. Like, he knows the history. He understands the history. Like he said in that interview, he's like, used to speak to like Big Nasty and Chip and these people back when we did.
Yeah.
You know that one? So what makes us different is being black. That's it.
Yeah, and what we believe in our minds, having a black skin or melanin means.
Yeah.
If we feel like we're attached to a certain cultural brand merely because I'm black, and you are not attached to it because your skin is not black,
Yeah.
then we kind of, think that we hold weight when we're discussing those things. But generally, he knows more about the grime scene than probably me. Like, do you know what I mean? So if he wants to claim it, he can claim it, and he's more authentic, or not authentic, but he just seems like he has more of a genuine love.
Yeah,
for
so I
it
don't think
than most people.
authenticity is the word. It's literally like genuine.
Yeah, love and appreciation for it. Yeah,
I think he really does. Like you said, he was 15
yeah.
and reaching out to all of these artists, like, and that wasn't because he wanted to be that person. That was the people he liked. That was the people he listened to.
Yeah, facts.
But he speaks about it as well, don't he? Like, he's cautious to do certain collabs because how it looks.
Yeah.
And that would probably stem from people like Wiley.
Well, he's
drawing him out.
Specifically, Ed says about how if he's shouting at Stormzy or Central C to do like a song for him or jump on a verse of his, he's jumping on songs for them.
Yeah.
Whether they use it is up to them, but he's jumping on songs and he's making clearances left, right, and center wherever he can. So I just think that's love. That's just amazing.
So that's all. I just wanted to touch on that. I know it's a bit different, but this whole culture appropriation thing, I think we spoke about it, didn't we? We spoke about it before. I think there's a fine line, man. I don't think it should come down to your skin color. Like, I don't like. There is like, what was my man again? The Bull Selector. You know, like when people used to talk about him and like he did the Craig David and...
Yeah. And what's it? Trisha? What's the show that was on there?
Yeah.
It was a black woman. Yeah.
Like them kind of things. Back then it was joke. Now, probably not so much.
Well, it's probably still jokes for people that were our age when we watched it back then. When I was like 12, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm laughing at everything.
So. No,
but my parents
saying,
are laughing at that when I was 12.
Is it really appropriate now?
Oh, those kind of things happen.
Yeah. Like, you know, but then it's a difficult one.
It's a difficult one, but it's one that I think is worth having. I think conversations on these matters and topics can only lead to a better understanding.
Yeah.
Even if people are still ignorant to it, like these conversations are needed to happen so we can get above it.
Like if there is someone sat there listening right now or watching and thinking, you know what? Nope, I'm black. My parents are Jamaican. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's my entitlement. I don't need to prove it. But someone that doesn't have that needs to prove it, then calm. Or if they're like upset by people like Eminem, like he's always been in the media or he's always been at the forefront from being like such a big selling artist in black music. Like, I don't think he's ever made anything other than black music in hip hop. Then, let people have their opinion on that. Man.
And they will. Just similar to Justin Bieber jumping on Essence.
Oh, you spoke about that last time.
Yeah. And it's about, but I don't know if anyone actually holds the right to say, I give you a pass or I give you like freedom to do this or to do that. Because no one does. Anyone can do whatever the hell they want. But if we interpret it negatively, then we're going to do what we do with it.
Do you think the people that do interpret it negatively are shutting it down on its merits, like on what it is rather than what it could be? Like Ed spoke about moving to Ghana, and was it Ghana he said?
Something like that.
And work with the artists over there in their environment to actually get that experience.
That's fire,
Like, but we may not necessarily know all of that. All we might see is what's Ed Sheeran doing on an Afrobeat tune.
Yeah.
But we don't know the background behind it.
Yeah, facts.
Like, not to say that is what happened.
And he doesn't need to show us if he doesn't want to.
But I'm saying with Justin Bieber, do we know if there was anything? I don't really know the song. Obviously, you spoke about it. But was there something behind it?
No, nothing. He even shot a video. But I think it's just because he loved the song, and that was kind of the sign of his
it's a
album,
remix, isn't it?
It's a remix, yeah.
Like, everyone jumps on remixes. I might jump on Britney Spears. She's free now. Do you know anything about the Britney thing?
No, I just
I watched a documentary.
Free from Her Father.
You need to watch Free Britney. It's a joke thing. There's like a whole movement in America.
Yeah, just trying to free her.
Free Britney. Like hundreds of people that go outside courtrooms and the whole...
Free her from what? No, I have to watch the thing.
She's on some
medication
indictment thing.
Okay.
Like where she isn't in control of her money and her finances and this and that. I don't know. It's complicated, but anyway, that's another one. But she recently got free, edit. Like she got released or something from it. like this week, and now she's already uploading madness and.
Okay, because I'm seeing something on Instagram of her dancing like a crazy woman.
Yeah, she's been doing that.
Yeah, okay.
She's been doing that.
That's
But
all
yeah,
good,
man, culture appropriation, man.
Anyone around the city that you think's appropriating?
Let me think.
I think you're gonna dodge this.
No, I'm not dodging. I'm trying to think. I'll be honest, innit? If I feel like there is, no, because I think we're in such a
Big
mixed
man,
city.
make eye contact with the camera so they can see if they believe you or
All
not.
right.
Do you believe this guy?
I believe we're in a metropolitan city with a mix and blend of loads of different cultures. We're
Yeah.
such a small city
Yeah.
that everyone's just blended in together. So I don't know if I can pinpoint one person. Can you?
No, I can't.
Like, there's people that you look at and be like, are you sure this is who you are? Or you just that for me because of who I am? You know, but...
No, I can't say I see anyone, so that's
we're running out again.
That's calm, let's go.
Culture appropriation. It's up to you whether you believe it or not.
Love.
Or whether you're entitled to your opinion because of who you are or not. Let's go.
Yo.
So what you telling me, big man?
Saying nothing, cuz. What's
No?
good?
You're good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
You're good. Right, let's give it a quick wrap. We spoke about 2 topics for like half hour each. Just
Facts.
hour of content each topic.
That's how we do, man. That's what we do.
Yeah, we're keeping that moving. So, what did we open the Broken Generation
So
episode 15,
Nah, 16,
possibly
innit?
16
Yeah.
with?
So we started talking about AstroWorld.
Yeah.
And sadly, the lives that I've lost through AstroWorld that happened a few weeks ago. A week
Yep.
ago. And we kind of discussed about whose fault was to blame, risk assessments, is anything going to change in festivals going forward, who should be held accountable, those sort of things.
And then the flip side,
Yes.
is there something more diabolical,
more
sinister?
darker? Yeah.
Is there something going on? And if so, yeah, who is orchestrating that?
Who's behind it all?
Who's the orchestrator? Then went on to this interview or clips that we've seen of an interview regarding the comedian known as White Yardie and his authenticity to claim to be Jamaican.
Yeah.
And should he claim to be a Jamaican? And when did he decide he was going to be a Jamaican?
If he decided, yeah.
Yeah. Did he wake up one day and say, you know what, I've been in Jamaica now for 20 years. Maybe I might be a Jamaican.
Might as well.
You never know. You never know. And that was basically about it, innit?
Yeah, that was it, man. That's what we talked about. But it was a helpful and engaging conversation, I believe.
Always,
man. Always, man. Should be. It's like we're massaging the brains of those that are listening.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's supposed to be
For
massaging. the
audio
brain,
description, last name Henry is
my fingers
doing
are,
some weird spider
jazz hands,
movements.
innit? Is that what you call it? Jazz
hands with it. We are the Broken Generation.
That's a fact. I go by the name of last name Henry. You can jump on the Instagram and get at me on last name Henry. I'm also got I'm plugging some things. Is that alright?
Go do your thing.
Yo, I got a book coming out next year called Cupid's Tale, so you can jump on the handle, the Cupid's Tale book on Instagram and find out more info about that. Yeah, man, all is well.
I just don't know. You finished? Anything
For now,
else?
innit? For now.
Anybody you need free?
No,
No man. You need to-
No. Well, yeah, free the man them. R.I.P. our lost soldiers. You know what I mean?
It's Danger, ITZ Danger on the handles.
Yeah.
That's the Instagram. You know what? I've been using my Twitter a little bit more. Twitter's
So
alright,
I jumped back on Twitter, you know.
Twitter's doing okay.
I jumped back on Twitter.
Let me check. I don't even know what my Twitter.
Well, my Twitter handle is last name Henry.
Yeah, see, you know. Oh, mine's ITZ Danger as well.
Okay.
So what is my Instagram? No way, people them. ITZ Danger. You catch me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Yeah. What about TikTok? You're not jumping on TikTok thing, no?
Tiki-toki. No, I'm not on the
No,
tiki-toki.
you're not on that yet. Right,
I'm
soon,
not on
yeah.
no tiki-toki.
Soon you venture on there,
fans
innit?
thing, no, so you reach. You know, yeah, me. Money for Mac.
That life and that.
Money for Mac. But I'm gonna like wear a mask and that so people don't know it's me.
I've got them. Okay, that's vibes. Cause I was gonna do that.
Like just I'm gonna call it like Dad Bod 69 or something. Just throw it out there.
That's my work, cuz. My work, do your thing, yeah?
You know, people into the dad bod. Listen, the whole gym thing's gone now.
Yeah, gym man for dead, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People them, get in contact. Sponsors, get in contact. If you want to be a guest on the show and you got some interesting opinions, yeah. Then let us know.
Things you want to discuss. And if you want to promo, yeah.
Bring us some topics. And if it's something we're like, you know what, that's a mad angle.
Yep.
We're willing to bring you on and do this, man. Let's make this twosome a threesome.
Fam, that sounds weird, cuz I ain't gonna lie, that sounded mad weird.
See how I'm still looking at the camera?
Yeah, I know, man. I don't even break it. I don't know what that is. I don't know
What's
what
the word
is.
called again?
Polygamy.
Big things. Let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving, innit? Till next time, people. Blessings.